How you doing? I thought I'd share a few more thoughts on the PRS NF53. This is a SE version. Um, got a couple of them. If you look back in my videos, I've got a white one as well, the pearl white, which I prefer over this dog hair style. But I've been sitting here playing it next to my number one guitar, which is this JT, my buddy Josh Tagmanod, who lives 20 miles from me. I found it on Marketplace on Facebook. It's got Lindy Fralins in it. I just love this guitar. It's a chambered alder body with a swamp ash back on it. And once again, made by a buddy of mine, Josh. I know it looks like a Nuvo or something. I've seen the body style before and things similar before, but man, he did just beautiful work on the pickguard and everything. Anyways, getting back to this. Boy, they had a price drop, $200 on the price of these, which I bought two. One my wife bought me, and one I bought at $979, and now they're at $780 or something. Man, I would snap one up if I was you. I don't need another, but I've got my two, and I'm sitting here comparing it to my Les Paul Jr., which I don't think you're going to find a better guitar than this 2024 Les Paul Jr. For what it does. Let me put it that way. This one's exceptional. The P90 is incredible. I'd say it's a little bit more open than the PRS pickups, but the PRS pickups definitely sit in there. It's a different voice. It has a different voicing than a P90. It's slightly colored in the, I don't know, somewhere around 1K or something. It's got its peak. Somebody's going to tell me I'm an idiot. It's got its peak in a place that the P90 does not. P90 is just slightly clearer, but you got all that noise. Power-wise, P90 is a little more powerful. This can obviously be juiced up with overdrive and no noise. And, you get out to a club, and if the system is miserable and you're playing P90s, it's going to be a rough day for you. And that's when I go to just pure making the amp work and forget about pedals and stuff. But thoughts, on the PRS NF53. It's become my main gig guitar. It's very robust. This one's dropped already in the car, in my brother's car. It fell off about 4 feet high and cracked. Didn't crack it, but broke the finish at the neck pocket. And it survived just fine. The guitar was like 2 weeks old when that happened. Bummer, I know. But I have a lot of, people just playing my guitar. At gigs, everybody's playing my guitar. So, it is what it is. It's going to have to take a lot of abuse, and it does. It's been great. Not the toughest frets I've ever seen. I'm, starting to make some headway into the frets already after 4 or 5 gigs. Not sure how many I've played on this one yet. Love it. Absolutely love it. And at $700, whatever they're selling them at, $780. Boy, is it a no-brainer. I love that guitar. It's even more comfortable than this. This custom Telecaster has all the drawbacks of the original Fender, where the heel is very square. You definitely don't have the access. Paul really got it. Oh, let me turn this down somehow. Paul really got it together on that heel. It is one comfortable heel all the way up to the 22nd fret. And another thing Paul did, that neck goes all the way up to the 22nd fret with support. There's no little lip, not an afterthought like this 22nd fret guitar is, where it overhangs the pickguard a little bit, because it's, once again, an afterthought. They didn't change the neck pocket. They just added the fret lip and added the extra fret. Ah, boy, big old fat neck too. It's a real good guitar for gigs. It does not go out of tune. I play real hard. I'm not going to say I'm a real great guitar player. That you can judge that. I'm a very hard guitar player, I think, compared to other people. Especially since I've been using these flows, these .88 flow picks. I love these things, man. Super accurate. They still have just a hint of flex to them to take a little bit of the beating out of your joints. It's too hard to picks for me. Just really start getting to my joints. Anyways, I just want to give more love to this. And you might notice mine's a little rounder on top. I rounded off the corners on this. Like, an American PRS, the SEs tend to have a very, quick finish, and they just round those corners off. So I just, took a file to it and gave it a little bit more, style. Great guitar, man. Go out and get one. This is a great guitar, too. This is a 2024 Les Paul Jr. I know I'm fucking floating, but this thing, is just an amazing piece, in my opinion. I wish it had fatter frets, but it is what it is. Another giant neck guitar. But when I go out and play gigs, this thing for what you can get now for $780, go do it. The pickups are very good. They can maybe be brighter for some people. I always have too much high end on tap with my amplifiers. I always have too much high end on tap, so that's not an issue for me. I'm always cranking my tone down on my cushy cush. I run the tone a little below noon on most everything, and I rely on that to set my bass tone. It's a lot of fucking jabbering for nothing, but yeah, PRS NF53. It's really become my go-to gig guitar. I play it all the time. I don't think I've ever sat down and played any guitar more for a longer period of time than the NF53s. They're really inspirational. I don't work for PRS, and I can't afford another one either. And I don't make anything for my show. I've never made a dime on YouTube. I just do this out of the love of guitar playing like you would. Just the journey, baby. The journey and an excuse to keep trying new stuff. Because guitars are the greatest thing ever invented by... Electric guitars, in my opinion, the greatest thing ever invented by man. Followed by motorcycles. Hope you're having a great day. And, find your piece of music, huh? Such crazy things going on in the world today. Such crazy... I'm in California. I'm in the San Francisco Bay Area. Life's good here. Weather's good. Year-round. And, a good guitar can really make life good. These are really good friends. I recommend one, even in the gig bag. Paul Reed Smith, he knew what he was doing. This thing fell from 4 feet, and it cracked the finish. That's it. I opened I took the neck off and looked at the neck pocket and everything, and it's all fine. Plays great still. I mean, there's no difference in playability, and it's such a solid guitar. Thank God it was a bolt-on, and nothing happened to it, but once again, if it was this Les Paul, it would have most certainly have broken the neck, falling from that distance. I keep that in a hard case. But, anyways, go get one. And you'll find a lot of inspiration in it. If you like fat necks. It's a fat neck guitar. 10-inch radius, which is very comfortable. And just a wonderful companion. Super comfortable. Great control layout. Wonderful sounding pickups. That I won't replace. No need to. I've got the Lindy Fralins here. I've got the Gibson P90 there. And they stand up to them. They got their own thing going, and really works. Have yourself a great day.